everyone. You are welcome to this week's episode of Rescued by the Truth. Yes, and I'm your host, Queen Jane. You know, we promised you that we will always dish out truths from this channel. That's why we called it Rescued by the Truth. We are helping people, rescuing them from destruction just by simple truths. And this week is not left out at all. So this week's topic is discovering the path early, discovering your path early. And we are looking at our children. As children, we want to discover their path early, helping them to discover their path. You know, when we were growing up, our parents helped us discover our path. They have to decide for us what course to study, what to do, where to go part-time. But things have really changed. Things have really revolved. You find out that these children actually know what they want to do. They know the courses they want to study. So we should really give them room to express themselves so that they can reach the maximum potential of what has been deposited inside of them. That is what we are talking about today. We don't just have dumb children, we have smart children. So help them discover their path early in life. So with me today, I have a child in our midst. Let's know your name. Your name is?
Good luck to Madina.
Okay. How old are you?
12.
So you are a preteen.
Yes.
You are gradually becoming a teenager.
Yes.
Your school?
Top just high grade.
And you are in what class?
Just 2.
Okay. So we are talking about discovering your path early in life. Let me ask you this personal question. Do you think you have discovered your path early?
Yes.
And what path is that?
Medicine and surgery.
You want to be a medical doctor?
Yes.
Your mom told you to become a medical doctor?
No.
Okay, your dad told you to become a medical doctor?
No.
You just woke up and you said you want to be a medical doctor. How did you know that? When did you know you are going to become a medical doctor?
Since I was 12, since I was 10 years old.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You are sure?
Yes. I'm very sure.
Okay, let me ask you a few questions. Who is the first female medical doctor in Nigeria?
That should be Miss Elizabeth Adibola.
Mrs. Elizabeth. Don't worry, I don't even know the answer to the question I asked you. I just asked you a question. I do not even know the answer to your question. Okay, let's agree that you actually know what you are doing. Your parents, are they in support or are they opposing what you want to do?
They're in good support of the motion.
They're in good support of you becoming a medical doctor?
Yes.
They are guiding you. Are they guiding you towards this path?
Yes, they're leading me to my potentials.
To your potentials?
Yes.
One is speaking grammar from you. Okay, let me just ask you a few things about your school. What's your favorite subject?
Science.
What subject?
Basic science.
Basic science?
Yes, ma'am.
That's your favorite subject in school?
Yes.
What do you know about basic science?
Well, I know it's the study of the living things and all that pertains to our biotic and abiotic environments.
What in heaven's name is biotic and abiotic? I do not even know what you are talking about. Okay, young man, let me leave you to live your dreams. Okay, why are we talking about discovering your path early? You know, when I was growing up, they actually had to decide for me what course to study. And I wasn't the vocal type, so I couldn't actually talk to them. I felt as if I was going to disrespect them by telling them, no, I do not want to study that particular course. But many at times you find out that children will not be in the field where they are ordained to be, and you see them, they are not fulfilling their potentials, or they are not expressing themselves better because they are not in the right path. That is why we want to address that. You know, many times parents overparent. You find out that overparenting is the reason why some people will channel their children to a particular course. Maybe perhaps they have plenty cases in their family. They say, okay, you are going to become a lawyer. The way I'm seeing you, are going to fight our cases. That's your personal problem. It is not the child's problem. Allow the child to live his dreams. If your child says he wants to be a footballer, allow him to live his dream. Don't push him into engineering. He will not function maximally. I know of a child when we were growing up, he said he wanted to be a footballer. The parents fought him tooth and nail. They even went as far as going to the school and warned the school sternly and told them not to put the child in anything that has to do with football activities. Until today, that man, he's a man now, he's still struggling in life. He's still struggling to make ends meet because he has missed the path God has ordained him for. So you see how important it is about discovering your path early in life. You see how important it is. Young man, good luck. Tell us, in your school, what are the things you really think should be changed in the educational system in your school? The things that you think should be changed that will actually help people bring out their potentials, maximize fully their potentials. Tell us, let's know, because sometimes the school system is actually part of the problem. They tend to allow the children to do all about studies, studies, studies. What do you think we could do in school, maybe in your school, to help children discover their path early in life? Help us.
Well, we could increase the interactive period between the teachers and the students.
Okay.
That will help the teachers to know what and where the students are best at.
Okay.
And thus, raising that means that they will finally be able to see where the children are driving their goals to.
Okay, interactive sessions. Is that going to be visible? Do you think that's going to be visible at schools? Raising interactive sessions between teachers and students. Do you think it's going to be visible in schools?
It's possible.
It's possible. Okay. What are the courses you think or subjects? I think the subjects they talk in secondary school, right?
Yes.
What are the subjects you think that it should be included in the school curriculum to actually assist these children to actually maximize their potentials? What are the subjects you think could be attached? Not just the regular mathematics, biology, Cambridge, and all of that. What other subject do you think we could actually add to help children maximize their potential in schools?
We can add history. We could add or supply more sporting activities for those who want to engage in sports.
Okay.
We should also add something about the vocal English. Yes, vocal English.
Okay.
Not just that grammar
Writing.
basis, yes, and
Okay.
writing.
Okay.
And maybe we should add some fewer language subjects like French, English, not only English, French, Hausa, Igbo, or Yoruba, any of our native Nigerian languages.
Okay, talking about native Nigerian languages, in River State here, lots of schools don't study that. And it's a problem. Because when we were growing up, while growing up, we did our native languages. We did Igbo, we did Hausa, we did Yoruba, and all of that. But we find out that in states like this, which are, I'm sorry to say this, the minority states, you find out that they don't do native languages. And this is actually affecting the children. They do not even know the language to speak. Because most people here, they are from different states, and they are not being taught their native languages. These children don't even know their roots. You find out that there are many children that are Igbos, but they do not speak Igbos. And the school system is not even helping either, because all they teach them is English and French. English and French. Okay, what about the child's mother tongue? How will the child now learn the mother tongue? I think that's for the school people that are in school. You should actually find a way to make this thing work. Include our native languages in your school curriculum. I don't know how you are going to figure that out, but make sure that works, especially in River State and other minority states. Now tell me, Mr. Medical Doctor, what field of medicine do you want to study?
Surgery.
Surgery?
Yes.
Do you know any surgeon, Is there any surgeon that is your role model? Any surgeon you know?
Ben Carson.
Ben Carson.
Yes.
You've read about Ben Carson.
Yes.
You know about Ben Carson.
Yes.
Wow. Who taught you that?
My basic science teacher.
Your basic science teacher. You're really passionate about this medicine thing. You're really passionate about it. You are sure you will not change your mind when you get to SS3?
No.
You are sure your mommy will not now come and tell you to go and study law to
No.
fight some cases for them?
No.
You are sure?
Yes.
You can fight for yourself. You can stand for yourself.
Yes, I'll stand on that.
Okay, so what do you have to tell to younger ones or the children out there that their parents determine what to study? What do you have to tell to them, the ones that their parents tell them, go and study this, go and study law, go and study engineering? What do you have to tell to them now that you have discovered your own path? What do you have to tell to them on how to discover their path? Maybe they should borrow a leaf from you that discovered a little bit early. Say you discovered when you were 10, right?
Yes.
So what do you have to tell to the younger ones on how to discover their path early?
Well, if you haven't discovered your own paths, you can't go on a you can't go on a journey without the destination. You have to discover your path. Even if your parents have told you, go and study law, go and study medicine, go and study biology, go and study this. You don't need to do that. Because if it's not in line with God, if it's not in line with what God has destined you to be, it won't work out.
That's fine. So if it's not in line with what God has destined you to be, it will not work out. I hope that really sank. I really want that to sink. If they are pushing you towards the path God has not proposed, God has not mandated for you, you will find yourself struggling in life. That is why we see many people that have gone to school, they are graduates, and they are still struggling in life. It's because they did not find the right path early enough. Are you seeing how essential this is for a child to find their path early? When the child has found his path, it is now the duty of the parents to assist that child, to train that child, to help that child, to coach that child, to nurture that child towards that destination he has found early in life. Mr. Goodluck, tell us, okay, I should call you Dr. Good. Dr. Goodluck, tell us that now that you have discovered your path early in life, what problem do you think you can solve in this dying world? You know, we have lots of problems, and people that make news today are the problem solvers, right? So what kind of problem do you think you can solve, you that have discovered your path early in life? What problem do you think you can solve for us?
Well, the problems are over. There are too much.
Okay.
It's not due to your own strength or grace that you solve the problem. It's by the help of God.
Okay.
That's why they say that the miracle belongs to you, but the testimony belongs to God.
Okay.
You don't really get this solved out or work out of normal school learning and all this.
Okay.
You have to depend wholly on God.
Okay, depend. You must come from a very religious home, because every question we have asked you had to boil down to depending on God, depending on God. That's good. I really commend you for that. Well, that's our time for this week. I hope we learned something. I hope the parents out there learned something about encouraging our children on the path they want to follow. So long as it's a good path, encourage them. That's our time for this week. Till I come your way next week, I remain Queen Jane on this talk show, Rescued by the Truth. See you same time next week on this channel. Bye.